sa Strait of Hormuz, isinara ng Iran, mga kababayan. Sabi diyan, Strait of Hormuz, 20% of the world's oil passes through the strait. So hindi lang po, mga kababayan, yung
ramifications here. Connell?
Yeah, I was saying earlier, Robert, it would hurt them being the Iranians, but the other country to watch with that is China, because China is the country that gets almost all of
against America para kastiguin yung economy ng Amerika, mga kababayan, and the rest of the world. So sabi ni Rubio, I encourage the Chinese government and Beijing to call them, referring to Iran, about that because they heavily depend on the Strait of Hormuz. Mga major suppliers na bansa nasa Middle East po. Tayo, kumukuha sa Saudi Arabia, sa Kuwait, sa Iraq, sa United Arab Emirates. Lahat dumadaan po doon sa Strait of Hormuz. So pag sinara siya, hindi makadaan, wala tayo.
Nagpapagang mga balita at pagtalakay sa mga isyu ng lipunan. Pulsa, opinyon, banat at paglalantad sa katotohanan. Pulsa, what you see is what you get. You decide.
Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas. May breaking news kasi tayo na gusto kong ipaabot sa inyo. Kasi this concerns the supply natin ng petroleum. Nagdesisyon na kasi yung Parliament ng Iran, mga kababayan. Although it's not a final decision kasi yung National Security Council nila, yun ang may final say. Isinara na po yung Strait of Hormuz. O ngayon, magtatanong siguro kayo, ano man anya, Mr. Maravillas, yung paki natin dyan kapag sara ng Strait of Hormuz. Pag sinara kasi mga kababayan yung Strait of Hormuz, apektado yung petroleum supply natin. Ngayong linggo, in-announce pa lang ng mga suppliers natin, petroleum companies, ang 5 pesos increase per liter ng diesel. Yung gasolina yata nasa 2 pesos plus per liter. Pero mas mataas yung sa crudo or diesel, mga kababayan. And with this development, baka lalo na mag-skyrocket, mga kababayan. Kasi ito yung ganti ng Iran sa pag-atake ng Amerika sa kanilang bansa sa nuclear facilities ng tatlong nuclear facilities ng Iran. Yung mga major suppliers natin kasi ng petroleum, yung mga barko nila dumadaan po sa Strait of Hormuz. Kasi yung mga major suppliers natin po na mga bansa, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Iraq, Kuwait, lahat ito, mga kababayan, yung mga barko dumadaan dyan sa Strait of Hormuz. So yan ang mga breaking news ngayon. Ayan, Iraq, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, yung Oman nasa labas na. So ito Saudi Arabia, biggest supplier natin po. Lahat ng mga barko nila dumadaan dito sa Strait of Hormuz, isinara ng Iran, mga kababayan. Sabi diyan, Strait of Hormuz, 20% of the world's oil passes through the strait. So hindi lang po, mga kababayan, yung Pilipinas ang magiging apektado nito, buong mundo, kasi gustong kastiguhin ng Iran yung Amerika. Ito yung riskback nila. Idadamay na Iran ang buong mundo dahil sa pag-atake sa nuclear facilities nila. Dinurog ng Amerika, mga kababayan, noong linggo. Ito, pakinggan natin yung report muna.
But there is this that is happening as well here. The Strait of Hormuz, I think that this is really important, is that you've seen the Iranian government, according to state media, putting in motion plans to seal off the Strait of Hormuz. That's a significant trade channel right there. Over 20% of oil going through that route that is right there. Secretary of State Marco Rubio was asked about this today, in which he said that he believes that if Iran does make that decision, it would be a terrible mistake and quote-unquote economic suicide. But that is a development that we're watching very closely here because that could have global ramifications here. Connell?
Yeah, I was saying earlier, Robert, it would hurt them being the Iranians, but the other country to watch with that is China, because China is the country that gets almost all of Iran's oil. China gets like 10-12% of its oil from Iran, but that's like 90% of Iran's oil, I think. So see what Iran says or what China says if that ends up happening. Thank you, Robert.
So kaya kinakausap, mga kababayan, ni US Secretary of State Marco Rubio yung China. Kasi 90% ng supply ng China mula Iran, mga kababayan. So sila yung number 1 na maapektuhan. So ito ngayon ang report ng BBC News. 15 minutes ago pa lang. US asked China to stop Iran from closing Strait of Hormuz. Yan ang panawagan ni Secretary Rubio. His comments came after Iran's state-run Press TV reported that Parliament had approved a plan to close the strait, but added the final decision lies with the Supreme National Security Council. Any disruption anya to the supply of oil would have profound consequences for the economy. China in particular is the world's largest buyer of Iranian oil and has a close relationship with Tehran. Oil prices rose following the U.S. attack on Iranian nuclear sites, with the price of benchmark Brent crude reaching its highest level in 5 months. Nag-skyrocket po. Dito nga sa ating bansa, 5 pesos plus per liter ng diesel po, idinagdag ngayong linggo. So alam naman po ninyo, ay may chain reaction siya sa presyo ng mga pangunahing bilihin po. Kaya kung magtagal pa to na conflict in the Middle East lumala, kasi buhay pa rin si Ali Khamenei at ayaw sumurrender mga kababayan. Rumisback nga po sa Iran at ito yung risback muna na ginawa nila against America para kastiguin yung economy ng Amerika mga kababayan and the rest of the world. So sabi ni Rubio, I encourage the Chinese government and Beijing to call them, referring to Iran, about that because they heavily depend on the Strait of Hormuz for their oil, sabi po ni Rubio. Pag sinaraan yan nila yung Strait of Hormuz, it will be economic suicide for them. And we retain option anya to deal with that, but other countries should be looking at that as well. It would hurt other countries' economies a lot worse than ours. Bakit ganon yung sinabi, mga kababayan, na US Secretary General, si US State Secretary, si Rubio? Kasi po, may oil reserve po. Matalino ang Amerika. Naka-ready sila sa conflict. They have vast oil reserve, mga kababayan. Hindi nila ginagamit. Sige muna ang bili nila ng mga petroleum products. Pangangailangan nila sa petroleum. Hindi nila ginagamit yung kanilang reserves. Reserve nga eh. Kasi in case of conflict, mayroon sila po. Mayroon silang magagamit. Hindi aasa sa ibang bansa. Ganon ka-wise ang Amerika, mga kababayan. Ngayon, to give you a detailed explanation, may explainer po rito kung gaano ka-importante sa mga bansa sa mundo itong Strait of Hormuz. Ayan po, sabi dyan. The Strait of Hormuz, what is it and why does it matter to global trade? So sabi dito, President Donald Trump's unprecedented decision to bomb 3 Iranian nuclear sites has deepened fears of a widening conflict in the Middle East, joining Israel in the biggest Western military action against the Islamic Republic since its 1979 revolution. The world is now bracing for Iran's response. One way Iran could retaliate, sabi po ng mga analyst, is to close off the Strait of Hormuz. Isang napaka-importanting trade route through which over a fifth of the world's oil supply, 20 million barrels, and much of its liquefied gas passes each day. Ganon ka-importante yung Strait of Hormuz sa world economy, mga kababayan, lalo na dito sa atin sa Asia. Kasi nga yung supply natin, mga major suppliers na bansa nasa Middle East po. Tayo kumukuha sa Saudi Arabia, sa Kuwait, sa Iraq, sa United Arab Emirates. Lahat dumadaan po doon sa Strait of Hormuz. So pag sinara siya, hindi makadaan, wala tayong mapagkukuhanan po. Mawawalan tayo ng petroleum supplies. Ano na yung ating mga sasakyan, hindi na yan aandar, di ba? Yung ating mga industries, bagsak yung economy natin yan, pag ganyan. Pero I think, baka maya-maya o bukas, with this development, mga kababayan, mag-emergency meeting yung ating Pangulo sa members of his cabinet to discuss the crisis in the Middle East. Especially po itong latest development na isinara ng Iran yung Strait of Hormuz para makahanap tayo po ng alternative na pwedeng mapagkukunan natin ng supply ng petroleum para hindi po maapektuhan, bumagsak yung ating economy. So, as a background, sabi dito, Iran has in the past threatened to close the strait which would restrict trade and impact global oil prices but has never followed through on the threat. Ibig sabihin, sige lang yung threat nila pero hindi man nila tinuloy. Kasi pati yung mga kaalyado nilang bansa tulad ng China, na 90% ng petroleum supplies galing sa Iran, yun ang number 1 na magiging apektado. So magiging self-inflicted siya. Tapos kailangan din nila yung pera mula sa pagbibenta ng petroleum sa China. Kasi pag hindi, mismong economy nila, mismong economy ng Iran ang babagsak. So yan po, mga kababayan, yung mga petroleum products galing dito sa mga bansang ito, lahat dumadaan dyan para isupply sa buong mundo, including dito sa atin sa Asia. So sabi dito, napaka-importante itong Strait of Hormuz kasi about 1/5 of the world's total oil consumption dumadaan po rito. Between the start of 2022 and last month, approximately 17.8 million to 20.8 million barrels of crude, condensate, and fuels flowed through the strait daily, according po sa data ng analytics firm Vortexia. Members of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries or OPEC tulad ng Saudi Arabia, Iran, the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, and Iraq export most of their crude via the strait, mainly to Asia. Yung US Fifth Fleet na nakabase sa Bahrain is tasked with protecting the commercial shipping dyan sa area. So closing the strait, sabi dito sa balita, has the advantage of being a means to impose a direct cost on Trump, as it would trigger an oil price spike with a near immediate inflationary effect sa Amerika and across the globe. But it would also be an act of dramatic economic self-harm. Iranian oil uses the same gateway in shutting Hormuz Strait, bringing Gulf Arab states who have been highly critical of the Israeli attack into the war to safeguard their own interests. So sabi dito, in particular, closing the strait would significantly harm China. Yung China, kaalyado ng Iran. So magagalit yung China pag ganyan. The world's second largest economy buys almost 90% of Iran oil exports, which are subject to international sanctions. Kaya si Marco Rubio, US Secretary of State, nanawagan siya sa China na tumulong kayo, pigilin yung Iran from closing it. I encourage the Chinese government in Beijing to call them about that because they heavily depend on the Strait of Hormuz for oil. If they do that, it will be another terrible mistake, anya. It is an economic suicide, anya, for them if they do it. O ngayon tayo, with the increasing prices of petroleum, nagre-ready na rin po ang ating gobyerno for fuel subsidy. Yan balita ngayon, Philippines readies fuel subsidy program as oil prices soar. President Marcos ordered the distribution of fuel subsidies. Sabi po ni Mon Ilagan, spokesperson for the Department of Transportation. So makikita ninyo, ang gobyerno natin proactive po, mabilis mag-isip, nakanda palagi. Kasi nakamonitor tayo closely sa mga developments sa buong mundo, lalo dito sa Iran-Israel war, kung saan sumali na rin po sa giyera yung Amerika. So sabi ni Mon Ilagan, pinapaspasan yung guidelines ng pagdidistribute ng fuel subsidy program. Agad po nating ilalabas yung listahan ng mga qualified na beneficiaries kapag na-finalize na ito ng LTFRB. Sabi po ni Mon Ilagan sa interview sa kanya. Sabi ni Ilagan, the Department of Energy has already given the DOTR certification to tap the 2.5 billion pesos na pondo under the 2025 budget for the fuel subsidy program. Sa utos ng kalihim Secretary Dizon, sa oras na mag-take effect yung price hike, ang estimate po natin napapatak 5 pesos sa diesel, 3 pesos sa gas, ay kaagad ipapalabas yung tulong na fuel subsidy, sabi po ni Ilagan. In a few weeks, kapag tumaas na po talaga ang presyo ng langis, may nakaabang na 2.5 billion na pondo para sa fuel subsidy program. At yan ay hahatiin po ng mga ahensya. Ngayon po ay patuloy silang nag-uusap at nagdi-deliberate para sa possible beneficiaries. Transport Group Manibela wants the subsidy to be at least 8,000 pesos per month, citing the previous amount of 6,500 pesos. Manibela chairperson Mar Balbuena said he hopes the subsidy will be rolled out by July 10. So aside from the LTFRB, the DOTR is also coordinating with the DILG to assist tricycle drivers as well as other agencies for ride-hailing services and other affected stakeholders. So, ready na po tayo, mga kababayan dito. Halimbawa, tuloy-tuloy yung pag-increase ng presyo ng petroleum. Pero ngayon nga po, 5 pesos ang inaasahang i-implement po. Firmax Firming and Lifting Cream, pinapahid po sa mga pulses in affected area. Mainam po sa paninigas ng mga kasukasuan. Ito naman po, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application, anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, baka lang gusto ninyo itong itry. Neng siya red mixed fruit drink. Hindi mo po siya gamot, food supplement siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya mga kababayan sa goji berry. Yung goji berry, may anti-cancer properties. O ngayon, yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiritso na lang kayo sa aming messenger sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ayos pa? Ayos na ayosan niya, Mr. Maravilla. At sa mga naghanap po ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. May Grab car rental din po kami. Ito naman po yung bago naming product na binibenta online. Eye Glow Serum, whitening po siya. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect before and now. Yung mga inquiries po ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa kanyang Facebook account, Riz Maravillas.